Do you like spooky films? Or are you like me, a bit of a scaredy cat? You know, you're all brave when you're watching the telly. Then, when you go to bed and the lights are off, you start to imagine things, don't you? Shadows in the corner, moaning coming from under the bed, and things coming at you through the walls. Well, now, you don't have to imagine it, because here it is. Ooh, horrible, isn't it? And whatever it is, it's coming through the wall to get you. Come and have a look at this. Now, to make your own monster coming at you through his wall, see that little bit of the wall there, then you need to draw and cut out a big oval piece of cardboard box card. Then you need to get some white paper and just tear it into rough triangle shapes, just very rough triangle shapes. Now, you need to do quite a few of these, and they don't need to be exactly the same. Some can be thinner and longer, and you need to do the same thing with some cardboard box card. Again, tear or cut some rough long triangles like that, and if you do cut them, make sure you roughen up the edges by tearing them. And again, you need to make loads of these. Then take some glue and put some glue around the outside edge of your cardboard oval, and then stick on a card triangle so that the point faces inwards like that. See that point facing inwards? And then place another one next to it, and again stick that down, point facing inwards. And it doesn't matter if the outside edge here is a bit messy, just keep gluing and sticking on more torn card triangles, one next to each other like that. Then put some more glue on the top of these card triangles, and yes, you've guessed it. This time, take your paper triangles and just stick them on the top, again with the points facing inwards, and just keep putting on more paper triangles on top of the cardboard triangles like that. And if you go all the way around the oval in the same way, gluing card first and paper on top, if you let the glue dry, you'll have something that looks like this. See that? All your strips there. So now you need to scrunch and bend the triangles back. Now, the paper ones first, so give them a scrunch and just bend them back like this. And this gives the effect of torn wallpaper that your monster is bursting through. And then do those card triangles. Just bend them back and do all the triangles in the same way, and you'll have something that looks like this. See that? And this is the hole in the wall, and there's your wallpaper all bent back. Now you're ready to put the monster in it coming at you. So start with the monster's face. Just use a scrunched up sheet of newspaper for the top part of the head like that, and just tape that into place. Then scrunch up another sheet of newspaper, this time slightly tighter so it's slightly smaller, and tape it underneath the top of that head like that, and this will be the bottom jaw. Then roll up a sheet of newspaper lengthways and just bend it round like that and tape that into place. And you can use loads of tape for this, make it nice and strong. And you can add more newspaper features if you want, just by scrunching bits of newspaper up. How about 2 scrunched up newspaper eyes there with tape on, and some rolls of newspaper for eyebrows. I'm just pushing them down in the middle to make them look nice and angry. It looks funny, doesn't it? And it needs some sharp teeth, so how's about cutting some little triangles of cardboard box card, so one in there, and you can work out where you want to put all these different bits. I'll just put one on there to show you, like that, and you can even add in some card horns. I'll put those on the top of his head like that, and that's your monster's face looking at you. Next, you need to make 2 monster hands. Now, for each hand, start by scrunching up a squarish shaped ball of newspaper, and that will be the monster's hand, nice and big and chunky. Then roll up some tubes of newspaper and just cut them to size like I've done with these, and these will be your monster's fingers. Now, as it's a monster, you could have 3, 4 or 5 fingers. I'm going to do 4 fingers and a thumb up there, and the idea is to tape the fingers over the top of the hand like that. And if you do them all in the same way, you'll have a fantastic paper hand. Look at that, all the fingers on the top of the hand there, like that. And if you do another one in the same way, you'll have another hand, and you could even add on some cardboard claws. Just tape them into place, like that. Then put the hands in position near the bottom of the face so that it looks like your monster is bursting out at you. Just fit them in there, like that. And you need to use lots of tape to keep them in place. And when it's all taped up, you'll have something that looks like this. Look at that. And you see, I've taped the hands and I've taped the head, and everything is really secure in there. I think it's beginning to look quite spooky already. To give your monster his skin, mix some PVA glue in equal parts with water and just paste it onto your monster. Just slop it on like that. And the idea is to lay on strips of kitchen roll. And again, just paste some more glue over the top like that. And just use your brush to push the kitchen roll down into all those nooks and crannies. And again, do the hands in exactly the same way. Just paste glue onto each finger, and a bit fiddly, but just wrap your kitchen roll around the finger like that, and just push it into place with your brush, again covering it in a bit more glue like that. And the idea is to cover the face and hands in 2 layers of tissue and glue. And when you've done the whole thing, leave it to dry, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that. See what's happened here? The tissue has dried and covered your monster in wrinkled skin. And now he's ready to paint. Now, it's a good idea to paint black all the way around your monster onto the backing card down there to create a black hole. See that? And to do this, you might need to just hold the card and paper back. Try not to get any paint onto the card or paper. And doing this black gives the illusion as if he's coming out of a deep black hole. And when it comes to the monster itself, you can do him any colour you like, but you know, real gruesome colours work very well, like a gruesome green. And the idea is to just slap it all over him, and you can even mix in some slightly darker shades, a bit of black in there to give the skin sort of monstery texture. And you paint the hands green as well. Again, just blending different shades of green together, maybe streaking in some black or brown. And for his eyes, has about a really fierce red. Looks very bloodshot, doesn't it? In fact, it just looks like blood. And when you finish painting the whole thing, he looks like this. Look at that. And I've done his teeth a sort of yellowy white, and I've added a white highlight onto his eyes there, like a fierce sparkle. And if you tape some string onto the back, using some nice strong tape there, piece of string, you can hang him up on your bedroom wall and scare yourself stiff. And he looks as though he's bursting through the wall, coming at you. And you can make any design you like. Here's another monster coming at you, made in exactly the same way, using newspaper to make the shape of the skull and the hands. Or how about this? A kind of alien coming at you. This one's got 3 paper eyes stuck out on newspaper stalks. And you know, if you don't want to make a full monster, how about one that's peeping through a slit? Try it yourself. Monsters coming at you through the walls.